If you thought Prince Harry was taking a quiet break from the spotlight, think again, because the renter prince has officially re-entered the chat, and yes, he did another paid speaking gig in Los Angeles. Once again, Harry stepped onto the so-called global stage to serve, well, whatever this is. Not prestige, not diplomacy, not relevance. No, no. He is serving Downton Abbey fan fiction, midlife identity crisis, and open mic night at the Fairmont Hotel Energy. Imagine this. You're attending a supposedly prestigious business luncheon in LA. You're expecting boring PowerPoints, corporate jargon, and the word synergy used at least 9 times. Then bam, the spare himself materializes like a ginger Pokemon, cracking jokes about kilts and American independence like he's auditioning for Britain's Got Talent, Unhinged Royal Edition. At this point, he's basically an unlockable character in the celebrity guest speaker DLC pack. And yes, this was supposed to be a serious British-American diplomatic luncheon, networking, business opportunities, policy talk, rich people pretending they understand geopolitics. Then here comes Harold, wearing his best please clap energy, ready to roast Downton Abbey, ICE, Budweiser, the monarchy, the US, the UK, basically anything that moves. So let's unpack this circus. The rumor, and it's a loud one, is that Harry pockets around $300,000 for every speech, $300,000 for this. For dad jokes, awkward pauses, and thinly veiled jabs at his own family. For the average LA business leader, that's either the price of a luxury car, a condo deposit, or 1 month's rent. For Harry, it's one session of, let me dunk on the institution that fed me caviar for 30 years. Even people who like him are like, babe, he's not worth that. Inflation is real, but not delusionally real. Tell a room full of CEOs, for $300,000 you can hire a man with no business degree, no corporate experience, and whose top skill is holding scissors at ribbon cuttings. They'd laugh. Loudly. But let Harry walk in. Half of them grab their checkbooks. This is the world now. Chaos is our currency. Harry grabs the mic and immediately goes, people ask me if growing up royal was like Downton Abbey. Harold, please. Downton Abbey is about dignity, stoicism, elegance, well-cut suits. Harry is about Spotify flops, Netflix reenactments of trauma, and starting diplomatic beef with nations he does not represent. But he goes on. He says only one world is full of drama, intrigue, elaborate dinners, and Americans, and the other is a TV show. Mic drop? No. Lukewarm meme at best. Everyone in the room was probably thinking, sir, you brought the drama, you added the Americans. Let's not act confused. Then he jokes about Brits flying to the US for the World Cup, as long as they behave to get past ice. Harry, love, you are one spicy comment away from being placed on a do not invite list. Then Harold tries to get serious. He says the US-UK partnership is deeply personal. He says being British isn't about where you physically stand, but what you stand for. Really? You physically stand in a $14 million Montecito mansion, funded by deals based on the family you now roast for content. You can't say being British isn't about where you stand when you haven't stood in Britain since the Stone Age. The British public. Love that for you, but that's not how this works. Being British kind of does involve, living in Britain. Participating in Britain, respecting Britain, not monetizing your family like a real housewife with a ghostwriter. Harry has spent 6 years in a self-care bubble where independence meant, I want freedom, but also money, prestige, influence, free houses, security, and all the titles. That's not independence. That's delusion. And the bridge home? Torched. Prince William is not answering that phone. King Charles is exhausted. The palace PR team is in full Grey Rock mode. The silence is the message. Meanwhile, Harry's out here doing comedy bits at business luncheons like, hey guys, still relevant, still important, please book me. This feels less like finding freedom and more like losing direction. He is, respectfully, the clown now. Not my label, just the vibe. Normally, Harry mentions Meghan 14 times per minute. This time, nothing. Not even a, my wife. Someone must have told him, stop name-dropping her, we can't survive another negative headline. Or maybe he didn't want to remind the room of the father-in-law situation, not exactly luncheon vibes. So why is he being hired? He's not a diplomat, not a businessman, not a representative of any nation. He represents vibes, trauma, ginger visibility, brand deals, podcast cancellations. Hiring Harry is like hiring a Roomba with a microphone. Unpredictable, occasionally funny, mostly confused. Every speech pushes public opinion closer to strip the titles, return to sender. He wants prestige without responsibility, influence without duty, money without work, respect without consistency. That's not how monarchy works. That's not even how adulthood works. He's officially entered his Stranger Things season. He's upside down, lost the plot, doing paid comedy gigs while the world screams, "Please stop." 6 years ago, he was a senior royal. Now he's a renter prince, available for speeches, jokes, and increasingly chaotic PR attempts.